Hey there folks, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about some WRC lineup news ahead of Rally Germany. Now the rally itself is about 3 weeks away as of the recording of this video, but I'm presuming a few of you will be coming along around the time of Rally Week itself. The reason why I'm making a video today is because we've seen some lineup announcements from Hyundai yesterday and from M-Sport today about their lineups for Rally Germany towards the tail end of this month in August. These announcements were from Hyundai that they were going to be entering Thierry Neuville, Sebastien and Dani, Sordo, resting Sebastien and Loeb. Elsewhere, we found out today that Greensmith would be coming back with M-Sport in the Fiesta World Rally car, as Elfyn is still going to be sitting out Germany. Now, this is something that we relatively knew about the time of Finland. We knew that Evans was going to be talking about sitting out Germany. Presuming he was probably going to be back to Turkey. This back injury that he sustained in Estonia during the promotional event seems much worse than we originally thought it was, and I feel really sorry for him and I wish him all the best. The dude is still fourth though in the championship standings, having missed one event. Mind you, the guy behind him is Andreas Mikkelsen, who's missed two. And what I'm going to talk about in this video is some of the positives and negatives of this. Because we also have to remember Takamoto Katsuta will be making his first World Rally Car start in Germany with the WRC. So let's start off by talking about Gus Greensmith. Now Gus has had two starts in the World Rally Car this season. He had the one in Portugal, which was already scheduled, and then we had the Sutton call-up where he was going to be doing WRC2 Pro in the brand new R5. Last time out of Finland, instead he was brought up to the World Rally Car. And again, he showed some good pace, he showed some good learning, and again on the final day it showed that he was a rookie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm saying that in a way that he's got a lot to learn. It's a shame that he hasn't made it to an end of either of the two events so far. The first one in Portugal arguably was not as much his fault as the one in Finland. Whereas in Portugal it was a car braking over the fast jump, in Finland it was mishearing a pace note. But I like the fact that M-Sport are rewarding him. It shows that they've got somebody as a backup driver, as a third driver, so if they can get 3 cars next season and they don't manage to get Oid Tanak, they can enter Evans, they can enter Sonnen, and they can enter Greensmith. There are 3 solid drivers in a solid car, and maybe they'll be fighting for a strong kind of third, potentially second if Hyundai or Toyota slip up in championship standings. However, with this plus side there are a couple of downsides. Firstly, I would have thought that M-Sport would have tried to reward tarmac experts for this, so someone like Eric Cameli, who did a lot of testing with the Fiesta R5 and actually gave the Fiesta R5 Mark II its debut last time out in Finland. I would have thought that you'd give someone like him a call up. Of course, he didn't have a good record in Germany when he was in the top flight, but M-Sport's known for giving drivers second, third, fourth chances. Also, it would be nice to see some variety in there. I think one of the people who I referenced in my Finland video when I heard that Greensmith was going to get the call up for then was Lukas Piniałczak, who I was hoping would get the WRC2 Pro drive because they'd originally planned on fielding 2 cars, one for Cowley, one for Greensmith. Or maybe you'd see someone like Bouffier taking up a seat. We might still, but it's highly unlikely. But at the end of the day, it's still a good thing. And now let's move on to the bit with Hyundai. Now, it was pretty much a long shot that Loeb was going to be in the i20 for Germany. Even though sadly it might be the final Rally Germany for a while, the man who has pretty much dominated the event was never really intending on being there. It was a calendar conflict at first, and secondly, he only agreed 6 events, and he did 5 of them in the first half of the season. I think he did what? It was essentially 5 out of the first... Yeah, it was 5 out of the first 7. So we can pretty safely assume it's going to be Spain, which now opens up another thing. So Dani Sordo, we are given to understand, is signed for 7 events this season. And we were also given to understand Andreas Mikkelsen was signed for 13 the full season. So far, Sordo's done 5. After Germany, he will have done 6, which means he has 1 event left. Loeb has one event left. And you can bet they both want to do Spain, which means that there are at least two. If you decided to rest one of them in Spain, you have two events where you need a third driver because Mikkelsen can't do two drives in one rally. So you're going to have at least two events where you need to call someone else up. If they put them both in for Spain and rest Mikkelsen there, it's 3. And these will be in the final 4 events of the season. Now, who do Hyundai call up in this situation? They have a host of drivers they can call up. You could call up Craig Breen again. I was surprised that M-Sport did make a move for him, but then we don't know, maybe he signed a bigger deal with Hyundai that we didn't know about. So they could call Craig Breen up. They could call Jari Huitinen up. There were rumours that he was going to be starting in Rally Finland. Well, they could call up, just maybe, Hayden Paddon. Now we know that he still has some remnants of a deal with M-Sport, even though he didn't actually start Finland due to the pre-event crash. So he might still make an appearance in M-Sport Fiesta at some point over the course of the season. We still know he has the Hyundai NZ backing. And we still know he has an interest in rallying with Hyundai. So maybe, just maybe, we end up with 3 events where they need to find a third driver. Because we don't know whether or not Sordo has agreed to 7, and if he has, we don't know if he'd agreed to more. We know Loeb won't agree to more than 6, because then he's like, at that point I'm doing most of the season, at that point I'm going to have to be doing more testing, and I don't really like that, I just want to jump in the car and have some fun. You can blame him. So you potentially have 3 rallies. Give 1 to Breen, give 1 to Paddon, give 1 to Huitinen. Or potentially you can mix it up a bit more. You could give 2 to Paddon and 1 to Huitinen. You could give 2 to Breen and 1 to Paddon. What I'm saying is, there's a chance that Hyundai will need a third driver in 3 events in the remainder of this season. At the very least, they'll need a third driver for 2. And they have 3 drivers who they can readily call up into that car. It'll be interesting to see what happens. It really will. And I hope you'll stay in the loop for that. I'm really enjoying making rallying videos at the moment. I've just did the review for Rally Finland the other day. Well, actually no, it was yesterday even. You can check that out. I'll put links to that in the description below, as well as me talking about the kind of preamble for Rally Finland, including Paddon's deal with Ford, Breen's deal with Hyundai, Greensmith going up to M-Sport. You can check those out in the description below. If you want to stay in the loop, you can always hit subscribe. If you like this video, you can always hit like. If you want to get into a bit of a discussion, you can always do that in the comment section down below. And if you want to hear more and more from me, you can hit the bell notification icon. That way you can make sure you're notified of all of my uploads and all of my streams. I do actually have a massive focus on motorsport content at the moment because it's just so much fun to talk about. And really, I didn't think I was going to be talking about this stuff tonight. But with the deal for Greensmith, I thought, this is really worth talking about. So if you want to have a chat with me, do that in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.